All right, all right. Okay. Um, let's check for playlist. One, two, one, two. One, two, one, two. Perfect. We live? Okay, let's go. Hi, everybody, and welcome to the second edition of Ground Connection, a club concept where I invite a DJ who inspires me. Essentially, very what's it called? Like egotistically, to get to pick their brains and learn what I want to from them. So we.
You're taking advantage of me, basically.
Basically, yes. This is very selfish. Um, so, for the second installment, my guest is Alex BLC. We've met, I think we initially met sort of online through the DJ Instagram. Like I was living in southern Jutland, you were sort of part of the Copenhagen house circuit. And then we met at Proton Records for a release. Yeah, since then, I feel like we've just connected on a personal level. And through that, like, found more of a connection musically. So to kick things off, I want to ask you about your sort of musical background. Like, let's go like way back. Like, what's the first music you listened to? Like, we're talking very formative.
Okay, I guess the first thing I can think about is having a Wenger Boys cassette, and that was my entire life. I would listen to it on repeat, and the Smurfs soundtrack. It was very important to me at the age of 6, and that's kind of where the music journey started for me. And then I went through. I feel like the journey's been pretty chaotic and packed with a lot of different genres, like.
Can I ask, are there any of these sort of very early, like the Venga Boys and the Smurfs, are there any of these that sort of still, any elements that still carry through in your music? Any parallels here?
The high energy, for sure. Like the fun, the uplifting, the goofiness as well. I really, really like. I really like it when it's fun, and I think that's very often what I go for.
I like that. I like that. So, and then you went from, where did we go from the Smurfs and Venga Boys?
Then we go to Tupac. That was like, I listened to Tupac a lot, and I still listen to him. I think it had a massive like influence on me, also just in terms of social activism, and like understanding politics and like leftist movement. But then I went to more like Justice, Crystal Castles. The first time when I watched Skins and listened to Crystal Castles, that's when it kind of like kicked off for me. When it comes to electronic music. Yeah, and then I started going to festivals. I started to take a part in like DIY events in my hometown, where it was a lot of house, but also a lot of like dub techno, a lot of different like bleepy bloppy sounds I couldn't even name at that point, because I was too young and I didn't really understand the whole like the terminology around genres and music. I didn't really have any education in music. But from like when I was a teenager up until now, I kind of mostly been listening to a lot of electronic music, house, breaks, also sometimes like R&B as well. That's why I love to put in like R&B vocals often in my sets. Yeah.
I'm curious about this, like the hip hop influence. Can you like speak more on that? Like, just like let's zoom in a little more. Like, yeah, like because at Ground Connection, it's also one of the sort of themes is also finding this like what do we have in between us that we can relate to? How do we find the ground connection? Like, because that mirrors a lot of my experience of this like hip hop being this like social awakening, like, oh shit, like here's someone, speaking the black experience, and I'm like, fuck me, I did not. Can you speak more on?
Yeah, sure. I think the reason why it resonated with me so much when I first time heard it, I'm from a small town in the middle of nowhere in Poland, and I grew up in a like rather poor working class area where a lot of the people on my street were just drug dealers or people who were struggling financially, and there was a pretty high crime rate. And I think that's kind of like I was somewhat, when I saw, I think the first video, like Tupac's video on like MTV, I think it just like, it resonated with me, like, you know, understanding a little bit more about like the struggle. And of course I can't relate to like black struggle, but in that sense it was like, oh, I'm also living this like working class life where I feel very much like an outcast being, you know, a queer kid in Poland. I think that really, really resonated with me. And also musically, like I love Tupac's productions and the different like borrowings that he had from the 70s and 80s as well. Yeah, and the lyricism, like also very poetic. I think that also resonated with me. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm also interested this like how do you then make this transition from, you know, like sort of, yeah, into electronic music? You mentioned Skins and this whole sort of, because again, same. Yeah. This sort of like, what is this? And you mentioned this like getting involved in DIY projects. Like, can you sort of, what is the first project you get involved in? Or like a formative one?
I guess we had this like little house in my hometown that was called Żywa, which was basically run by a couple of guys who just loved music and were very nerdy about music. And it was very much community. Like it was the same people coming every time. Everybody was supporting. Everybody was building stuff, and I think that's kind of like how I got into. I remember I used to have a band, and we would have like rehearsals there, and we very much felt like a part of something together that we were creating together, the space. So I think it also came with like, you know, the need for community, for belonging, and finding like like-minded people. Like the same with like Skins, you know. When I would listen to music from Skins, I was like, I almost felt like I was in Skins, you know. And that's why I was like, oh, I felt like I was living their life. And I could somewhat relate, or somewhat I wanted my life to be like that, you know? And I sort of like went with it, and through that, I met people who also enjoyed that kind of music. And definitely meeting different kinds of people that opened up my mind to music as well. Like I think I've been just very lucky with meeting many, many musicians and artists in my life that just very much open up my mind to different types of music.
Yeah. Definitely. This sort of getting involved in like a physical space that sort of facilitates all these different projects and people and movements. You mentioned this thing about building, like people were building things, and that's something we touched a bit upon in some of our, you know, some of our conversations. This sort of, you know, opening things up and breaking them, and just like figuring out how things are. You know, this curiosity and like, yeah, let's open things up and try and fuck with it. Like, I started digging into this because you mentioned you had opened your mixer at home to clean it.
Not my own mixer.
Ah, okay, you've just someone else's.
Yeah, because it's very dirty. It's very dirty, so I'm a little scared I'm gonna actually fuck it up. So I want someone to supervise me, but it's extremely satisfying to clean equipment, yes.
Amen. That's leading into one of these things. There's actually this like doing things you're nervous about is something I feel we, you know, like now we've talked about things we have in common, like this very specific, this like getting involved in communities, like listening to hip hop, or like, but on a, you know, on a broader level, something I feel like I really connect with you on is this like is the bravery. The willingness to fail, or like, can you tell us something about that?
Yeah, sure. Funnily enough, actually, I used to always break stuff when I was a kid. I hated manuals, and I was always very impatient. And I got a lot of shit for that from my parents, which made me ashamed at first, you know, that like I am very impulsive and that I break stuff. And I feel like as I got older, probably like past my 25, I told myself that I need to start embracing it because it's clearly a part of my life, you know? And it's maybe not gonna go away. Like, yeah, I am impulsive. Yeah, I can't stand to read manuals, and I'm way too quick sometimes with things. And I'm trying to put like a positive spin on it, that like, okay, yeah, but I can also learn through that, you know? But I don't want to like stand here and say it that like, oh, this is so easy to do, because I have like massive anxiety also, you know? And definitely can question myself and feel like, oh my God, I did something stupid and now everybody's gonna think I'm stupid. But obviously, I tried to get over myself and be like, at the end of the day, this is my like I get to learn from this.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to embrace it definitely more than I used to.
This is very relatable to me. This like as an anxious queer kid who's been also scolded for being impulsive. So yeah, this rings really true. But and then also this like finding this acceptance, or like let's fucking lean into like, okay, I have no fucking idea what I'm doing. Let's do it and fuck up and be okay and do it again and fuck up a little less or fuck up in a new way. And that's something I really admire about you, and one of these sort of like one of these qualities I see. I think this is also something that builds like tenacity. This like the willingness to keep going that I also see in you in a lot of different aspects, and taking it back to some like specifically DJing related shit, like this sort of being a booth bitch at one of your sets has taught me some like a sort of patience that I hadn't found otherwise. This sort of like, oh my God, they're keeping that like intro loop running for 128 bars. Like Jesus Christ, like just letting it run, like keeping things going. Like, can you sort of
I don't know why that is. I think it just sort of developed as to be my style in some way. I think I really like building on top of things, which can also, sometimes it can sound really bad, and I've also been there, and sometimes it can sound really good. So, but to be honest, I don't know what it is. I actually quite often think about it, that I'm like, oh my God, are my transitions or mixes are like, have this specific style where like I have like these long loops, and I'm like, oh my God, people must think this is boring, or they're losing track of what's going on. But like, I'm really glad to hear that you actually are praising this. That gives me definitely more confidence as well. But yeah, I think this is something I've heard before as well, that I have a lot of patience when I DJ. And to be honest, that is bonkers to me, because I don't consider myself a patient person at all. So I don't know. I feel like it's just this like when you're in it, it's like it sounds right, and it's just going, and like you don't think about anything else. I shut off the entire like outside world when I play so much that like if this is like weird that I'm playing this like I don't know, weird break for like a minute, so be it. Like I think in the moment I don't think about it, because I'm like, it's just going, and I'm having so much fun. And then sometimes I'm like, oh my God, no, that wasn't good. But whatever. I mean, at that point doesn't matter, right? Which I also have to tell myself.
It's I like this sort of like when people sort of notice something about you, and it's like completely counter to your own sort of, because you describe yourself as a very impulsive and impatient person, and like then I come here and say like these very patient transitions. This sort of leads into another conversation we've had, because like I've been told this sort of like a lot recently, this like, oh my God, you read the room, and I'm like, bitch, I can't read my mom's face like in full daylight. I can't read a smoky club for shit. And we had this conversation in this thing about being neurodivergent in a club space, and being very anxious, and being very like, I'm not seeing anyone. And we had a conversation, and then the day after, you sent me a link to this guy who had been sort of doing this thing with playing some like American festival circuit, and he was like, oh yeah, and I had prepared this like disco house set, and the dude before me was only playing this like hard ass tear out dubstep thing, and I second guessed myself and was like, oh my God, should I play dubstep because the crowd reads dubstep? And then sort of decided on going with his original plan, and then said these words that really stuck with me, or like exemplifies this, like, don't read the crowd, like let the crowd read you. Like, can you yeah, speak to that. Like, how do you quote read the crowd, or what's going on in your head when you're sort of picking the next tune? Like, what is the connective tissue between what's going on now and what the next shit is?
Yeah, I think it's incredibly hard to read the room, especially if you play in a new setting. And you can, you can do as much field research as you can and read about the clubs and the concepts that are there and the artists that came there. And it's definitely very anxiety-inducing having that, like, oh, you just go and do your thing and, just read the crowd. I definitely, I think I don't actually, I think I'm like 50-50. Like I very often go with something that I know is going to work, like, because it's fast, has great vocals, it worked before, and I kind of depend on it. And then in the middle of my sets, that's where I kind of go like, amok and just try things out. And it's like it's gonna be a hell yeah or no. And people are either gonna leave or they're gonna stay. Yes. And that's kind of the point that I get to. And I had nights where people left and where I cleared the floor, and that was a learning experience as well. Or maybe that tune wasn't for that moment of time, But I also had moments where I played something really weird where I was shocked with people's reaction. Yeah. So I think I'm trying to lead more with my gut and give the crowd the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah. I really like that. It sort of reminds me of this idea of when I'm teaching sort of co-production, like when you're in a creative process with someone else, this idea of where do we put the couch? Like if you're putting together a living room, you can discuss like for hours and hours, like, oh my God, if we put the couch here, then, we get the sunlight from 4 till 8, but then we can't see the TV and it would be in the way of the fishbowl and blah, 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 blah. Like you'd never get shit done. If you clear the floor, you move the couch, 9 times out of 10, the people in the room are gonna agree, okay, you were right. Or, okay, I'm sorry, yeah, that fucking sucked. That was a bad idea. We tried it out, but let's move on. Yeah. Let's find a different solution. So you're, what's it called? Like, I'm noting that you bring this it has a groovy bass line or it has a solid vocal. And I think this is something that would, you have mentioned, like this is sort of an underpinning of your sound or like what you're known for, as it were. If you weren't known for anything, or like, Aleks BLC, they're a house DJ. Like, if that wasn't a factor, like what would you like to play more of? Like, where would you like to get booked more? Or like, if you didn't have these sort of, is there anything you want to branch out into in 2025? Manifesting.
I want to branch out into more playing vinyl, that's for sure. But I think musically, I would love to, and I thought about this, but because of lack of time, I haven't prioritized this, but I would love to prioritize playing dub techno. I really, really enjoy dub techno. And just anything that is very deep and groovy, again, like I think that is very much, but that's not only house music. There are so many different genres as well. But I think for now, like even doing this show and playing more like UKG stuff and bass music, that's something I've been wanting to do for a long time as well. But it was so hard for me to like, no, but I am a house DJ, and then what people are going to be confused, bookers going to be confused, venues are going to be confused, like what are they getting? So do you play house or do you, yeah, exactly. And I think it's so fucking limiting. Like it's so hard to like let yourself be more creative and be like, I'm just a DJ. Like I just, and I like to say like I just play groovy music, and you fucking figure it out what that is, like by listening to the sets.
9 times out of 10, people in the room are gonna be in agreement, like.
Especially that also a lot of people, I feel like when they go to like maybe techno club and there is like a house set and they're like, this is house music? Like, like I thought that house music is just like boom, boom, boom. Like it's like there's so much different house music and so much different music in general. So.
Oh my God, yeah, this sort of like the way we build identity on top of what type of music we like, and it's like, fuck me, I like dubstep? No, I can't like dubstep. So,
Exactly. I
Yeah.
think that's the part of the problem as well, actually.
yes. So, this, I think this kind of sort of, let's wind down the interview part because I'm cold as shit and I want to move.
Poor girl, you've got nothing on you.
Yeah. So, when we last practiced, I asked like, should I bring records like, and you were like, well, I've only mixed records or mixed into records once before, and you were like, so maybe I can do a record and then like a CDJ thing, and then so you can mix back into it, and then like a second later you were like, you know what? No, fuck it, let's go. So, in the spirit of daring to fail, let's I'm gonna
Fail.
and be all right. Me and Alex are going to play all night back to back next Friday on the 20th at Den Enne, going on at the same time as One Dragon Service. It's going to be one hell of a night, long, extended back to back. We're going hard house, we're going bassline, we're going garage, we're going dub techno.
We're going dumb as well. Silly.
We're going really dumb, yes. And today is going to be a little bit of a taster. So make some noise for Aleks BLC.
favorita, como una abejita, tu casa 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 favorita. 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 Como una abejita. Como una abejita, tu casa favorita. 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 Como una abejita, tu casa favorita.
Give me a mic, I get hyped. Done late in the spotlight, rhyme spill. I get ill and watch the record turn like a windmill. I'm on track when I hit this. As a matter of fact, I don't miss this target. I score like a marksman. Break down. As a matter of fact, when I hit this, 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 as a matter of fact, give me a mic, I get hyped. Dub lazy in spotlight, rhyme spill. I get ill and watch the records turn like a windmill. I'm on track when I hit this. As a matter of fact, I don't miss this target. I score like a marksman. Break down. When I hit this, break down. When I hit this, when I hit this, as a matter of fact, when I hit this, break down. When I hit this, when I hit this, as a matter of fact, when I hit this, matter of fact, when I hit this, matter of fact, when I hit this, as a matter of fact, give me a mic, I get hyped. Dub lazy in spotlight, as a matter of fact, when I hit this, as a matter of fact, give me a mic.
العريس شو يا عريس؟ وين العريس وينه؟ عاجي وحدي؟ طب يلا يلا كرمال العريس اخر نطة اخر نطة معي ها. نطة 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 نطة. يلا جدنا نطة جدنا نطة جدنا نطة جدنا نطة. يلا في المار العرسان يلا يلا يلا. شو اسا شو اسا. طب اسمعوا 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 نزلوا معي لتحت الأرض لتحت لتحت. حاجي حاجي العريس شو يا عريس؟ وين العريس وينه؟ حاجي وحدي؟ طب يلا يلا كرمال العريس اخر نطة اخر نطة معي ها. نطة 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 نطة. اخواتي 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 بما انه ضليت لحالي تعالوا لعبوا تعالوا لعبوا تعالوا. يلا خلينا نشعله يلا صور الله كريمة. يلا يلا جبنا جبنا جبنا. يلا جبنا نطة جبنا نطة. يلا في المار العرسان يلا يلا يلا.
يا بنية انت كبر حرامية. يا بنية ويا بنية انت كبر حرامية. انتي قلبي قدامي انتي قلبي قدامي شغل الشغل معلمية. بنية ويا بنية انت كبر حرامية. يا بنية ويا بنية انت كبر حرامية. انتي قلبي قدامي انتي قلبي قدامي شغل الشغل معلمية. انتي قلبي قدامي انتي قلبي قدامي شغل الشغل معلمية. I'ma check up. I'ma check up. At the door, mumsy like bless up. The way I move, can't slip, can't mess up. I bring the sauce to the beat like ketchup. I can't go around there, it's a setup. See me already up, couple steps up. You're the new one, I'm on when it crept up. Boys in blue on the corner, so heads up. Phone going crazy, that's my girl tryna check up. I'ma check up. I'ma check up. I'ma check up. I'ma check up. Make my moves, I'm on to the next one. Let her know how I do it, I'm the best one. Can't even lie like I'm more, but accept one. But got my eyes on her, she the best one. If you got a choice, select one. See, I got the voice for the rest, son. The food smells good, I might get some. Hungry, got me on mode on the left one. On the left one. On the left one. On the left one. Left, on the left one. Check up, on and on, I'm my flex up. In the love like I'm Dexter, on and on, you know I won't mess up. Yeah, till I check up, on and on, I'm my flex up. In the love like I'm Dexter, on and on, you know I won't mess up. You know I don't like it, cold and salty, so icy. So icy, she said I won't show up most likely. You know I don't like it, cold and salty, so icy. It's so icy, she said I won't show up most likely. I'ma check up. I'ma check up. I'ma check up. I'ma check up. On and on, I'm a flex up. In the love like I'm Dexter. On and on, you know I won't mess up. Yeah, I'ma check up. On and on, I'm a flex up. In the love like I'm Dexter. On and on, you know I won't mess up. Already know that I run this shit. 1248, yeah, I run this shit. Hide the car while I bun this blare. Bun it, bun it. Already know that I run this shit. 1248, yeah, I run this shit. Hide the car while I bun this blare. Bun it, bun it. I'ma check up. I'ma check up. I'ma check up. I'ma check up.
Thank you so much. This has been a preview for Ground Connection. 20th of December, Aleks BLC and me all night back to back at Den Anne. See you there.